This is an extension of the study guide, and I'm just going to talk about a couple tricks on converting fractions to decimals. So the first one we're going to look at is 3/8. I think in the study guide it had something like 1 and 3/8. I'm just going to look at 3/8. So 3/8 to me is 2/8 plus 1/8. And what's 2/8? Well, 2/8 is 1/4. And I know what 1/4 is in decimals because it's just like money. 1/4 is 25 cents or 0.25. And 1/8 is half of a quarter, or a quarter times half. And so what's half of 0.25? Well, 1/8 is 0.125. That's half. If you divide that in half, you'll find that is true. And when we add those two together, what do we get? Well, we just add these just like normal numbers, right? And we get 5, 7. We get 0.375. So 3/8 is 0.375. If you want to know how many eighths something is, you just need to add this special number. That's 1/8 onto it. So like let's look at 5/8. 5/8 is just 1/2, or 4/8 I should say. 4/8 and 1/2 are the same thing, plus another eighth, right? So it's 0.5 plus 0.125, and that's just 0.625. Okay, that's how you deal with eighths. Another one that's kind of interesting are the nines. So if I have something like 1/9, well, guess what? That's equal to 0.1111 repeating, and 2/9 is equal to 0.2222 repeating. And I guess I can prove this to you the way that the algebra book shows you, and it's pretty interesting. It says, well, if n equals, let's say, 0.111111, then 10n, or 10 times that, would be 1.11111. And if I subtract, oh shoot, this should say 10n. And if I subtract those two, I should get 10n minus 1n is 9n. And if I subtract these guys from these guys, well, I'm just going to be left with this 1. All these are going to cancel out. That's just going to leave me with 1. So 9n equals 1. So n, dividing both sides by 9, is 1/9. That's kind of an interesting way to look at that. So then 3/9 is also 1/3, which if I use this trick is 0.33333. Okay? So then what's 6/9? Now this was on the study guide, which was 2/3, right? Well, 6/9 is 0.66666. So you can look at it that way. There's also another thing you might want to consider, is that doesn't just work for if you have 1 9 in the bottom. If I had like 85/99, that would be 85, 85, 85, 85 after the decimal. And if I had like 719/999, that would be 0.999. Oh, whoops. Sorry. That would be 0.719719719. So whatever you have over a bunch of nines, that's what gets repeated. It's kind of an interesting little trick.